It's away, Parker! So the process of getting foreign players to come and play here in Denmark for our team is pretty simple, to be honest. We might not be looking for the best athlete or the best performer that we can get, but we're looking for somebody who has the ability and the personality to contribute to the whole organization.
When we identify the prospects, it's important for me as a coach to see a video on them. I try to get as much information as possible so I know how they look on tape. I don't just look at big plays. I want to see, for example, if we're looking at a D-line guy, I want to see pursuit, I want to see them use hands leverage and all that kind of stuff, defeating blockers. I don't necessarily need to see some guy returning a fumble to the end zone. I don't think that's important.
I'm Logan Dykstra. I'm originally from Hull, Iowa in the United States. Denmark would be an awesome country to visit, and not only that, the organization itself and dealing with the coaches and Casper made me feel really warm and welcomed, and I knew that I'd be making a great decision coming over here.
Pablo, my name is Pablo. It has been nice. In Madrid I have an American import for 3 years now, so I knew kind of how was it, but I have never been an import, so it's my first time knowing closer these American guys. So it's very different from what we had in Spain, and it's been amazing. I've learned a lot from them, and the way they do things and the way they do football is very different.
My name is Adrià Botella. I'm a wide receiver tight end for the Forbeholdt Gold Diggers. It's been fun, man. I love being here in Denmark. I mean, it's a fun experience. You get to meet people from all over the place, and like everyone has their little backgrounds, and it's a very enriching experience in my opinion.
My name is Luis de las Heras, Villarreal, my last name. Gold Diggers in one word. Always say family. They're a really good family. You know, like as soon as I came here, like everyone like they welcome me to do like all kind of different stuff here. Go outside, like traveling, do some weird stuff. So it's a huge family and I love it.
My name is Tanner Goller. I chose to come here just because I wanted to continue to play football. It's the sport I love, and I think I thought that I just wanted to continue to play for a little while longer, and then getting to know guys like Casper and Trolls here really made it feel like a place that I was welcome, and that their values matched mine.
I think we offer a great experience here. I think the life in Denmark is good. I think that there's a lot of stuff here. If you want to go out and see culture stuff, enjoy the nightlife. In general, Denmark is a great country to visit and it's a great country to stay in. So we kind of try to tell them that they have to look at this as a whole experience where we try to be contenders for the Mermaid Bowl each year, but there's also the side of it that they want to experience just different countries. Because we encourage them to travel, you can get cheap flights, go visit some of the major cities in Europe, so it's not just a Danish experience coming here.
So the first thing that will happen when you arrive in Denmark, you'll probably be flying into Copenhagen Airport, where you'll be picked up by either me or someone else from the organization. We'll do our best to get you accommodated as quick as possible. Obviously you'll have a place to stay and we'll be your accommodation at the first night, but whether we're going to the facility first or after going there, it varies a little bit depending on the arrival time of the date. In regards to network, friends and being social over here, there's a huge responsibility in the hands of the import, as we cannot force any friends to be friends with you or any guys to be friends with you. But what we do is we provide the platform with the practices, coaching the juniors, the extra practices, the office hours, and whatever we might have here for you to get to know people. But we do highly recommend you to get out there, have fun with your teammates, have fun with the other coaches, and enjoy life here and experience the culture. So coming here is absolutely not only a football adventure, but also an historical and experiential adventure.
The transition from the States to Denmark has gone overall really smoothly in my opinion. Culturally, the people are very nice and very friendly. If you need help, all you need to do is ask. And you can do so because everybody has the capacity to speak English fluently here for the most part that you run into. So culturally, it's been great and comfortable living around here. People are a lot more chill over here. You know, there's a lot of things that I think personally just being an outsider looking in, really factor into that. So I would say people not having to worry about healthcare, people being able to get paid to go to school, not worrying about some of these problems. The way that the school system is structured, they have the opportunity to take breaks after high school age and wait to go on with school, and they really get the opportunity to take their time, slow down, and make their own decisions on what they feel is best for themselves at that particular point in time. And with that being said, it makes sense why it would translate into happier people. You know, they take the time that they're given during the day, and it seems like time moves a lot slower when I'm over here in Denmark. It's because it seems like people appreciate the time that they have, they're willing to slow down, take a deep breath, and really enjoy the moments that they're in.
They need to be able to take care of themselves. There will be a lot of free time. At times we have them staying at families, which is a great opportunity for them because usually those families are very good at taking them out to spots in Denmark to show them some of the culture life here, and also just for them to have somebody to talk to when they get back home after practice and all that. We're lucky here at the Gold Diggers that we actually have a facility where they can spend the majority of their time. They can come here, they can work out, we have a pool. They help out coaching youth teams, and we have a couple of me and the athletic director. We're here full time, so they're not by themselves as much as we had like a few years ago where we didn't have the same setup. I think we're building a great setup here at the Gold Diggers where we maximize what we're doing with imports time.
So being an easygoing guy, I found that the culture here was easy to become accustomed to. However, when it came to the football side of things, European football was something entirely different than what I expected, especially coming from the collegiate level in the States. Over here, I had a lot more free time than I was generally used to, and with that, I had to make more use of my time independently. In addition to that, I had to deal with another type of football player that I hadn't dealt with. A lot of times, I was dealing with people who only did this sport for the love of the game, which is a great quality to have. However, we only got to work together 2 times a week for 2 hours on practice, maybe get an extra workout in here or there during the week, and then play games on Saturdays. So in terms of free time, I had a lot more to use of it, so I had to be a lot more ambitious in contacting guys to work with people.
If there's interest, we'll usually set up an interview with our head coach, and he'll evaluate whether the football knowledge and the personality is something that we could see as a fit with our organization.
First of all, when we identify the prospects, of course we contact them and we try to get them on the phone as fast as possible to kind of have a chat and quickly assess what they think about the situation and coming here to Europe, especially if it's people coming straight out of college. It's important that they don't just expect too much. For me as a coach, I tried not to oversell the level of football here. And I think that's something we do in general as a club, not to oversell what we're doing here, to give them the best picture of what they're actually getting into. I'd rather downplay it a little bit and then they come here and have a moment and think that it's actually better than what they agreed to, just level-wise, the setup and all that, because we don't want to have people here that spend like a half a year being miserable about the situation and level of play here.
If the first answers that the players answers when we send the first message is about the money or about how much they'll be paid or how much they can save from being here, we usually see that as an alarm coming here. It's a red flag since the money shouldn't be the driving factor to come here. We prefer the guys who sees this as an adventure and as an experience to come over here, travel Europe and experience a different culture while giving back to football and helping grow the sport here in Europe. After talking to trolls, we'll usually cut it down to a field of 2 to 3 candidates who will then move on to get on the phone with me. Here we will talk more about the whole contract structure and how we're going to be set up with accommodation and various stuff while here. And from that, we make our decision. There's not a lot to negotiate with. We have a standard offer usually that we offer our guy, either Europeans or Americans. And from that, we'll make our choice. So it's a standard offer, and if you don't see yourself as a part of that package that we can offer here, you're probably not the right fit for our organization.
It would be such an amazing experience overall, you know, because like, of course I will get to play football, but like the culture, like I don't see any other ways I could be living in Denmark for like 6 months besides this. So unless I get a job or something like that, but I feel like this would be like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Denmark is a great place, safe place. They were one of the few countries who actually played football this year. So if that's the case, Papa's coming back to Denmark.
Put the place up, yeah, we know what we made of.